Hole 1 at Mt Airy Forest in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's 540 feet up the hill, down the hill, and then up and to the right. I'm going with my trail. First throw of the day. Fortunately, I hit this tree and rolled out a little bit, so I got kind of a straight shot at it. I just bought this, never thrown it before. Champion TL3. Nothing. All right, pretty good. All things considered, that flew kind of nice. First putt of the day comes from deep circle 2. With a few trees in the way. We'll have markers, so we're just flipping this thing. All right, little anti-stepper. Okay. Good try. Okay. Little par. Hole 2 is 355 feet through the gap, over the road, down a hill. You can't see the basket from here, but there's a tree in the middle of the fairway. It's just to the left of that. The goal here is to hit the gap. Let the disc do the work. That's 2 left. Yeah, that's 2 left. Yeah, definitely 2 left. Left of this just little upshot around the corner. Little forehand for the soft bit. That's it. Okay, clean this up. Another par. Hole 3, 430 feet. It's a really hard hole. The tree with the yellow caution tape is the Mando. You gotta go right of that, then push super far left, and then it's like on the top of a really back-sloped green. So goal 1 is to make the Mando, push left. You definitely want to be lefter than that. I pushed it wide, missed the gap, but hey, if we're down there, oh, I accidentally threw into somebody. Hold on. Okay, well, it was just the dog walker, and they're used to avoiding frisbees. I just didn't see her at all, but she was nice about it. All right, here we are at my shot. Pretty good for how straight it pushed. Go straight more. Maybe that was too much hyzer. Oh, what a good putt. Straight through those trees. It's a par 3. Yeah, it's just a par 3, 480 feet. I can get there, but not in this headwind. So that now the goal becomes get far enough for an easy upshot and don't miss left because the whole road is out of bounds. Road and beyond. I'm gonna take my destroyer, push it straight. It's a little flex, hopefully. Yeah, not ideal. That was way too much ante. I'm gonna be too right in the woods again. Hopefully I can scramble for a bogey. Darn. But hey, disc golf is a game about imperfections. You rarely see somebody shoot a perfect score. It's just about keeping your head in the game, full focus on every single shot, and you'll be in contention probably. Okay, actually a little better than I'd hoped. I think I'm gonna have a little gap. Another really, really hard hole, maybe the hardest one out here. It's a par 4. What is it? 700 feet. You need to go all the way down to the stop sign if you can see it on film, and then go right, and then go really far again. And it's a really tight out of bounds on the left, and death by trees on the right. I'm gonna throw my trail again like I did in hole 1, and hopefully turn it this time. That is out of bounds. The good news is I did chuck it all the way to the corner. The bad news is I was 50 feet out of bounds. We still got a really hard shot. I want to go on my trail again and try even harder to turn. Finally a good shot on this hole. All right, casual tap in. Okay, one of the easier holes, hole 6, 320 feet, just straight. I'm gonna throw my buzzsaw. A lot of people were saying their buzzsaws fly straighter as buzzes. I don't know, this specific one seems to fade pretty normal for a new buzz. I'm gonna try to throw it on the right side and fade it right under the basket. Super short and super left. Oh no. Rip someone's water bottle. I throw a lot of putters, and I don't throw a lot of mid-ranges, so when I do throw mid-ranges, I feel like mentally, I think they should just naturally go farther, and I just don't throw them hard enough, and I think that's what happened there. We'll see how short this is. It's hopefully a little closer than I thought after off the tee, but it was a pretty bad shot. Another tapping. Hole 7, 380 feet. It plays downhill and to the right a little bit. I don't think you can see the pin from the camera, but I have birdied this before, but it is like every ounce of power I can put into my forehand. And I think that was an anomaly. So we're gonna try again though. Yeah, that's too short. If I put it that high, I just have no chance of getting there. Okay, it did get a little farther than I kind of thought with how high it went. I'm looking at 60 feet maybe. No, that was so close. I'm really falling behind now. I'm still +2 after that par. Still need 6 birdies. Hole 8, what is it? 235 feet downhill. This is the ace shot if you're playing dubs and you want to get the ace spot. It's right there. The danger is if you push long, there's out of bounds behind it. It's also playing downhill, so it's kind of hard to go for an ace. and stay close, but I'm gonna try my best to play for birdie. That one 100 feet too long and it turned too right. I was just, oh my gosh. Mistakes like that will absolutely cook you. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I literally went 100 feet long. Well, so much for the easiest hole in the course. 335 foot, hole 9. It plays really uphill, so it's basically a full rip. And you kind of got to keep it low under those trees. Well, hole 10, 375 feet, down there, down the big hill, plays downhill. You can either go kind of like a flexy over stable fairway in my case, or something that's going to turn basically the whole way and just swing it out left. I'm going to try to swing it out left with this detour. I think this might turn too much, but what else are you going to do? I didn't lay up. Missed high. I always miss high. Everything's always high. Okay, really hard shot to film by myself. It's over this hill, over that bush, 340 feet. I'm going with a more stable crave. Yeah, you really have to match this hill and then hope to not hit these roots because it doesn't really come across, but this is a pretty big downhill here. Fortunately, I stuck. Hole 12, 335 feet, down to the right, plays downhill a little bit. I'm going with my detour again, try to drift one over there. Whoa! Ha! Hole 13, 470 foot par 3. It's a really big turnover to the right or a forehand with an upshot. I'm gonna throw a beat-in PD that I've had forever because my trail's just not turning today, so. chance at a birdie. I left it way short.